And hello there, Bring a Trailer community. Hey, guys, can I invite you to a drive-along video in my 1972 Mercedes 280SE 4.5? Yes? Alright, let's go. Let's hop on in. It is a sunny and hot day here in Phoenix, Arizona. Outside temperature is probably in the 90s. Well, let's start her up. Engine starts up perfectly. Nice and quiet idle. Talking about quiet, let's turn on the radio real quick so I can demonstrate that. Power antenna works. See, there it goes up. Let's turn on the radio. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. And let's move over to another station. For our classic music fans, here we go. Radio works. Okay, perfect. Important here in Arizona, air conditioning. Air conditioning works, which is something that you don't find on all of these old cars, but this one here works perfectly, and it is still on R12. And whoever's gonna buy the car, I will gladly put a couple of cans R12 in the trunk for the new owner, so they can keep using R12 if they do not feel like converting to 134. I didn't want to do it because it will definitely change the efficiency of the system. R12 with these old cars is probably the way to go, unless you have different considerations and prefer 134, which is, like I said, a little bit less efficient, but there are certain other advantages to it. Alright, let's go for a drive. These are heavy and big cruisers, and this one, you know, it's no difference. It's an all original car, original upholstery, original carpets, headliner, air conditioning system, everything is original. And you know, at least from what I know, everything works. Heater, air conditioning, all the systems are in good operational condition. Windows go up and down. Tires were replaced just last year, so they probably have a couple hundred miles on them. Well, let's talk about maintenance. So this car, I've owned it for about a little bit more than 10 years, close to 12 years. The owner before me, retired gentleman who I bought it from, I think he acquired it in the 1990s, early 90s. And I have maintenance and repair records for this car going back all the way to the 80s. I did do a spreadsheet which I will post, and I will post all the records that I have, and the grand total came out to almost $30,000. So all of the previous owner and myself included, everybody took good care of this car, invested what was needed to keep it on the road, to keep it in perfectly functional shape. It is a great cruiser. It's also an elegant car, makes a great date car, makes a great getaway car if you want to just take it on a road trip for a couple days. I certainly would have no problems driving this car to California or wherever. That's close by, within a few hundred miles. I have an acquaintance of mine had the same car, drove it cross country a few years ago, no problems at all. So these cars are made to be driven long distance. They're powerful, they can go fast. Going 70, 80 on the freeway, not a problem. So let me just shut up for a couple seconds here so you can hear all the noises that the engine and the suspension are making. Let me turn off the AC for a few seconds. So there's really not a lot of noises that you hear. The engine is very quiet, runs very solidly. Everything else, many suspension components were replaced over the last few years. So this is a very solidly driving and performing car. And one of the surprising things is that even here in the Arizona heat, you can drive this car, it won't overheat. And that's very impressive for a 1970s Mercedes with fairly old technology. Alright, so let's turn around and go back to home base. Thank you everybody for dialing in. This concludes our drive video.